All right, welcome back. In our conversation about athlete sports performance topic ideas, I'm here with NLP Master Trainer and top athlete herself and coach Emma Molenaar, sharing with you some things by means of answering actually your questions and or emails on this topic. So here is the next one. Are you ready, Emma?
Go for it.
What do you do when you're stuck in a slump? I like this one.
Well, no one likes being there, that's for sure. That being said, look, the reality is if you are in a slump, you're in a slump, right? It is what it is. And there's something quite humbling about accepting that you are in a slump. You're not hiding from it. You're not making excuses from it. You're just facing something that is actually there. You're not trying to turn it into something that it's not and wishing that you were somewhere else, right? Although that may be true, the reality is right now, you're not. So accepting where you are is quite profound. It also allows you to then, you stop kind of arguing or potentially making excuses and trying to avoid that situation.
It's very humbling to recognize that if a situation like this happens, it's very humbling and quite sobering to say, okay, I have to admit I'm in a slump. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's not easy for many people, though.
It's not. No, we do our best to avoid it, right? And make all sorts of reasons. No, we're not there, and it's something else. But at the end of the day, that's not real. It's you are. And that being said, now we can actually start to move on. We can actually formulate a plan. And the reality is usually, not always, but usually when you are in a slump, it is because your level of skills, what you were doing may have worked really well up until that point and was fantastic, but maybe now the level of competition has upped and you need to up. Maybe the things that you could get away with at that time, you now can't get away with. Therefore, it is an opportunity for change. And it is an opportunity for you to then go, okay, well, what is it that I need to work on, could work on, or if I worked on that and further develop that, would help me develop a new set of skills, a different process, expand my mind and my confidence in different abilities. So it is an opportunity to look at what can I now add or let go of that I may add or let go of. Which I call it the planning phase. No one likes planning, which is why I secretly call it the dreaming phase, because it allows you to, okay, well, what could we work on instead, right? And what could it look like? And it just invokes a different perspective, perspective, sorry, is really the word that I'm looking for, in order to further expand ourselves. And a lot of creativity usually comes from that. Which is actually really helpful from an athlete's perspective. By the way, whether you're an everyday person or not, it's same thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is it's a reset. Could I do with some new team members, right? We talked about a team around us. Maybe I need some new team members. Maybe I need to fire some team members, right? I've certainly encouraged some of my athletes to do that and say, maybe you need to get a different cheerleader, that cheers you on all the time, not that person. Maybe, and I know I said sometimes, there are occasions where just because you're stuck in a slump doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Sometimes what you are doing is you are working on a new playbook, you're working on a new skill, and you haven't gotten it yet. And it sucks because no one likes being there, but it requires time. I don't have the magic pill that says, or the magic ball that says how much time, I don't know. But sometimes that is also part of the process. You're doing something new and you're finding your feet, and it's not easy. It comes with an uphill battle because it requires learning and dedication and time commitment, right? Before it becomes an everyday part of your daily habit. And so again, a little bit of planning, maybe even some critical thinking. And it could mean that you want some consultation from someone outside to help with a different perspective. That if that is indeed the case, then sometimes you need to stick at it for a little bit longer. If that's not the case, you need to level up, then there are some things that you probably need to further improve on and get rid of. And so
stick with it a little bit longer. So that, to me, when I hear you this words, I'm telling you what goes through my mind immediately, is to never give up. It's like, okay, I tried this. I mean, we all have heard this. It's almost like a cliche, right? Until discovering the bulb, Edison tried 999 times, and it was, but whether true or not, the metaphor tells, okay, I tried this strategy, it works or not. If not, I don't give up. I try something else, and I try something else, and I try something else. So that immediately pops in my mind when you say, because indeed, sometimes when you're in a slump, it doesn't seem to be immediately easy to just pull yourself out of there. Sometimes you need to work at it, and sometimes you're trying this and may or may not work. But this ability of never giving up, it's again something that it can be installed through first of all, mental strategies and emotional mindset, if you wish. But I think this is also part of, it depends how deep is the slump as well, right? It will take some time to completely be out of there and not return ever, I assume.
Yeah,
right.
pretty much.